Okay, friends, I wanted to take a couple seconds and get with you right now and take you on a personal tour of the GoRead Buzz advertising platform. As you guys know, the GoRead.com is clearly now the fastest growing community of authors and readers and publishers in the world. We have over 30 million book titles listed for sale on the website. We are selling thousands of books a month. We have hundreds and hundreds of author subscribers, and hundreds of new authors are joining every single month. And the secret weapon, well, one of the many secret weapons in our platform, as you know, is the Buzz Zone. Authors like you can take advantage of this first of its kind, only of its kind, one of a kind platform that helps you to build a following. I liken it to the hub in a wheel. The GoRead Buzz platform itself is the hub in your proverbial wheel where you produce and publish incredible content, whether it's video content or pictures or articles. And then the millions of readers in GoRead are incentivized through acquiring Litcoins to share your content. And some of you are the pioneers, the first movers who've gotten involved with GoRead right at the beginning before it was even called GoRead. And you've got the arrows in your back. You've been there through our perfecting the platform and making it work, and us been late with product launches and all kinds of things. While others of you that are joining at the perfect time, which is right now that everything is working. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to take you into the Buzz Zone and show you exactly how Buzz advertising works. We're going to design some ads and launch some ads, and then talk about how you know if they're working for you. So let's go. First thing you have to do is, as you know, click on the Buzz Zone button that's on your GoRead authors page. The Buzz Zone button will open up the Buzz Zone, which is your admin panel. And if this video is the first one that you're seeing, then let me encourage you to take all the time you need in the Buzz Zone to really get to understand how to use it properly. As of course, you know, with the products tab here, you can add other products to your shopping cart. You can manage orders. We have an incredible analytics platform that shows you exactly what's happening in your site. In analytics, you can drill down and you can see how many people are looking at different books or different articles. You can adjust the dates and times. You can email your fans. You can obviously earn income. This is the subscription, the GoRead Buzz Plus Global Revenue Share Program. And you can see it's working really well. Well, you've probably noticed that recently more money has been growing inside of the pool. Why? It's because advertising is launched. And so let's get into that right now. To advertise on GoRead.com, all you have to do is click on the button in the menu that says Buzz Advertising Manager. When you click on that, then quickly the Ads Manager will open. Now, the way that this Ads Manager works is really simple. It's a two-step process. The first step is add money to your account. So you over here in the top right corner, you just have to click on the Add Credit button, and it's going to ask you how much you want to add, and you choose that amount, whatever it is, and you can choose a specific amount if you want as well. Then you put in your credit card number, your expiry, and your CCV, and you hit continue, and that amount of money will be added to your account. You can see I've got $55 in credit in my account right now. Now, because the money that you add to your Ads Manager account is directly linked to the revenue share plan, you need to spend at least $20 a month in order to qualify for revenue share. And on your $20, 5% of that is put into the overall pool, and 5% is paid to the person who introduced you if you were introduced by somebody. Because of those attributes, the money that's added to your Ads Manager account is non-refundable. But you don't have to spend all of the money in the month that you add it. The revenue share plan says that you have to add at least $20 a month. And so we're going to encourage you to use all $20. But if you don't use all $20 in a month, it will carry forward. And as the community grows bigger and more people are joining, then more people are going to be exposed to your ads and you're going to go through that money a little bit faster. So that's an important aside to know. Okay, well, let's take a look at what I have here first. So right now I'm running 3 ads through my ads manager. The first ad that I'm running is an ad for a new course that I'm launching. It's called First 1,000 Books. And through that ad, I wanted to direct traffic to another site. Let's click it open for a second and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So I have a new course that I'm starting to teach authors how to sell more books. It's called First 1,000 Books. And my goal was to get as many people as possible onto that website so they could watch the free webinar and hopefully buy the course. And so my goal is to run an ad through the ads manager on GoRead that redirects whoever clicks on the link to another website. So all I have to do is click on the drop down to choose the type of ad that I want, and I decide that I want to send it external. That means to another website. Next, I have to fill in the website that it's going to. Make sure that you put that http:// in front of it. You don't need the www. You don't need that anywhere anymore. And then just put in the name of the website you want to go to. And next you design your ad. And you can see here for me, for the heading, I wanted to use this heading. New system helps authors to sell thousands of books. And then after you get the right heading, make that short and sweet. You can see you only get a maximum of 70 characters, but try not to use that. Focus on being impactful with your messaging. Next, you get to write a description. Now, again, you get up to 250 characters to write your description in, but don't use them all. Keep it really short. So what did I say? I said this system has helped thousands of authors to sell hundreds of thousands of books. Now you can get access to this information through this free webinar. So I'm promoting that there's a free webinar. And then I decided to upload an image to use for that. Now, for those of you that are tech savvy, there is the exact measurements for the perfect ad for our advertising platform. But I'm not tech savvy. So what I did is I literally just used screen capture and I just kept shrinking down the ad until it fit. If it's not the right size, it will reject it. So it's really easy to change and remove it. And there you go. My ad is done. It's really that simple. If you've ever used any other type of online advertising platform, you know it's never this simple. Okay, next, let's focus on the audience. So in this case, I want this ad to go to everybody because the people who are interested are going to be authors, and they're going to see that, and they're going to see free webinar, and they're going to see First 1,000 Books, and I know only the authors are going to click on it. So I decided to leave the gender as wide as possible, so both. And the ages, 13 is the minimum in the community. I left it wide open. And I didn't put any of the caveats in here with respect to the ad. So then I come down and I decide how I want to spend my money. So down here in the budgeting and scheduling, it's really simple again. You can see now because this ad is live, it's telling me that I've already spent $14.34. But how you budget, there's 2 different ways. You can decide that you want to spend you're willing to budget a certain amount of money for the lifetime of the ad, or if it's something that you want to run for a long time, you can do a daily spend. So you could say I want to spend $10 a day, but I'm willing to extend it out. So that's kind of a way you can budget. If you've got a fixed amount of money and income and you don't want to go beyond it, then you can decide on capping your daily spending so you can pretty well manage your money better. And then finally, you want to get a chance to look at your ad before it goes out. So down here at the bottom in the preview, you can see this is what it's going to look like in the main feed, or you can see what it's going to look like in a sidebar, just like that. And that's simple. And then once you've decided on all those caveats, you just click Start Ad. And then it within seconds. This ad's already running, so that's not going to respond to that. But I can literally just go up here back to the ads manager. I'm going to show you one other type of ad that I've built, and then I will build an ad with you right now so you can see, and we'll launch it and everything. Okay, the next, I just launched a new article. I just wrote a new article just a few days ago. And I was really excited about this new article. I know that people are going to love it. And of course, I want to get my article into the top 5 so I can get that $25 bonus. And I can get onto the main page, because I haven't forgotten, and I hope you haven't forgotten, that we're still doing all the programming for that relationship with MagTitan, where all of our top articles will be sent over to a directory in MagTitan, and the articles can be chosen to be in any one of thousands of magazines. And for you to get that benefit, your article has to, in 1 week, get into the top 5 and end up on our articles page. And if that happens, you get a $25 bonus, and you get to go on to the other article sharing systems we're putting in place. So I just published this new article, and I want everybody to see it, not just my fans. So all I did now is I choose my targeting. I don't want to do external. This time I want to do an article. And then as soon as I choose article, a list of all the articles I've ever written will appear. And I just choose the one I want to advertise. And then again, I get to add, what I did is I just added for the heading the title again. And down in the description, I put something that would catch people's attention. 90% of them make the same dumb mistakes. And I wanted a picture that would grab people's heads. So I went over to one of the stock imagery websites, and I paid $5 for this picture. And I uploaded that. I made sure that it was the right pixel size. And again, I want this to go to most people. I want it to go to everybody. Now, right now I'm saying everybody because at the date that I did this video, there's about 400,000 people on the website. And so I want it to reach as far as possible, but in before January of 2018, there will be over 1 million people. So then I might really just dive in to the advertising, and I might say, okay, well, I only want this ad to go to, people that are in this age range, because they're the salespeople there are likely going to be looking for advice if they're not doing well. And then I could also say, I only want this ad to appear for people who have certain books or certain authors in their library. So the one that comes to mind right away for me as a sales trainer is Jeffrey Gitomer. Jeffrey Gitomer is a huge sales author. So if I click on that, now this ad will only appear in the feeds. They'll only be served up to people who are fans of Jeffrey Gitomer or have a Jeffrey Gitomer book in their library. Now, I can go further than that. If I think about sales trainers, there's, the biggest one in the world for me is Og Mandino. Now, this is a way that you can extend your reach. So I want this article that is designed for sales trainers to get to everybody who loves Og Mandino books, because those are all sales books too. Now, the more authors you add, the more specific targeting reach you increase. You're not hurting yourself by doing this, but to get to the most people, because remember, the people that are going to click on this are the ones that are interested. So to get to the most people, you might want to just leave it blank. Now, another thing you can do is you can click on the categories, and categories is the genres. And I can say, well, this is most appropriate for people that are in sales. So I'm going to choose sales and selling. Now, any book in GoRead that is a sales or a selling book, or any author that is in that space, the readers who have those books in their libraries, the ads will be served up to them only. So you can see, you can get very specific, and it's really easy. Next, I'm only focusing in the United States right now. I don't want this ad to be served up to people in other countries around the world, because I'm not focusing on those other countries in my business. But in the States, I'm going to go out and start speaking and talking and doing events in certain cities. Or let's say I'm only wanting to really serve this ad up. I want to build a following, but I want to build it right in my hometown. And let's say I'm from Atlanta. So I could type Atlanta in there. I guess I better put that under cities. And I can choose that. And so now when I schedule it with this article is only going to appear to people who like sales and selling books or authors or are from Atlanta. And then when I choose my budget for my ad and the length of time, you can see because I'm running an article, I'm only running it to next Monday night because that's when I want the shares and the likes to occur, because that's Monday night is when the top 5 are chosen. And so once I've chosen that in my budget, I can go down here and I can again take a look at the previews to make sure I like the ads, and then I hit start ad. And it starts right away. And as soon as you hit start your ad, it's going to be reviewed, but it's going to keep running while it's being reviewed. So you'll see reviewed here or running, and then you see the clicks. And there is a difference in pricing that you see on the Ad Money page. There's a difference between how much you pay for a click if you're taking them outside of GoRead versus how much you pay for a click if you're just redirecting them inside of GoRead. And the pricing is pretty standard in the industry. Well, let me show you how simple this really is. I get so fired up about this because I've been advertising for years on all the social sites, and there's nothing simpler than this. So let's create a new ad, and I'm going to make something up here so you can understand how simple it is. I'm going to advertise a writing weekend course that Nick Boothman and I are doing in Toronto, Canada. I'm just making this up. We don't actually have one scheduled yet, but I want you to see how easy it is. And we're going to do this on June the 7th, the weekend of June the 7th. Let me just check on my calendar. I might as well make it somewhat accurate. So I want to make sure that is a weekend. Go a bit down to March, April, May, June. June 9th. So I want to do this course is going to happen the weekend of June 9th, 10th, and 11th in 2017. And I want to get people to our website to sign up for it. So I'm going to create my ad. And the first thing I'm going to say from the drop down is that I'm going to send it to an external page because I want them to go to my website. Let me type in the name of my website here. Write a saleable book.com. And then I go down to the heading section, and remember this is the heading that I'm going to see. I want it to be short and punchy, and I'm going to say exclusive writing event in Toronto, limited to 20 writers. And then next, after that, I'm going to literally go down into the description area, and I'm just writing this as we go so you can see how easy it is. I'm going to say, join Ken Dunn and Nick Boothman and write your book in a weekend. Ken and Nick have helped thousands of authors to write saleable books. This system works. Okay, so now I need to find the right image. And so what I'm going to do, watch this little secret. So I'm going to go to the website. And I know roughly the size of the image that I need. It needs to be a little rectangle. It needs to speak about what the course is about. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look right on the website here. You know what? I'm going to run this picture. I know I have permission from Nick, who's my partner in this. And I know that's going to look pretty cool, the credibility of it. So I just took a screenshot of it. Now I'm going to come back over here to GoRead Buzz Advertising. And I'm going to go to the image, and I'm going to click Browse. It's going to open up my desktop, and I'm going to find that image, the screenshot of it right there, and boom. Just like that. You see how fast that was? That is Gosh, I get so fired up about this. Okay, so now we know that women, 70% of writers are women. We know men are less, but I think I'm gonna advertise to both people. Now, I want people that can afford the course, the weekend, and I also want people that are serious about publishing. I don't think teenagers are the right target market for me. I think, from my experience in the publishing industry, the vast majority of the people that publish books with me are over 35, so I'm going to go from 35 to 65. And I'm not going to touch the authors or the categories because I know that 70% of readers write books, but this is in Toronto where we're doing this course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit the advertising to Canada, and I'm not going to choose a city here because there's a couple ways I could go. Toronto is just one part of the city. If I was going to choose Toronto, then I would have to also choose Mississauga. I would have to choose on and on. One of the options I could do is I could choose, let me see if this does this. We're learning together right now. Yeah, there we go. So what I want to do is I want to choose the state. Well, in Canada, that we call them provinces, but you can actually, in the city section, you can either choose the city or the state. That is not Ontario. Well, that could be Ontario, California. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that blank. So I choose Canada because the course is going to be in Canada. And in this case, I'm not going to choose a city because I'm doing this event in Toronto, and there's actually 15 different cities that are driving distance from Toronto, from Mississauga to Whitby, where I live, to Barrie. And I don't want to limit myself to just Toronto. So I'm just going to leave it at Canada. And you remember up here in the weekend, in the announcement, I said exclusive writing weekend in Toronto. So people are only going to look at it if they're from that area. So I'm just going to leave it at Canada. Okay, so now my ad is done. I go down here and I quickly look at what the ad looks like. I like the way the writing is, and now I want to choose my budget. So what I'm going to say is between now and the event, I'm going to spend $10 a day. And I'm going to run the ad from today all the way through to the day before the event. Now, the wonderful thing about doing this is I'll see the clicks, and I'll see people coming to the website, and I'll see the enrollment. So if I get my 25, I can stop this. But now I've got a budget set, and I know who's going to see the ad, and I can come in and edit this later too. So if I don't like the way it's going, if it's not converting enough, I can play with it and see what I can do. I can change my headline. I can even run 2 ads at the same time. So I start this one like this, but then maybe I run another ad where I do the same thing, but I just have a different heading. In the separate heading, maybe I say something like, have you ever thought about writing a book? Or I say, the New York Times says 70% of readers are writers. I just do it like that. But anyway, this is enough for now, so all I have to do is click Start the Ad. And now the system is processing the ad, and you can see exclusive writing event in Toronto. And we're done. Now you can go back and you can create as many ads as you want. But you're done. Now, what I like to do next is I like to go see if I can find my ad to make sure it's running properly and get a look from it from the other side. So I'll click through. As I scroll through the read feed, we've built the advertising platform so you're going to see your own ads so that you can make sure that they're done properly and they're working. So I've got my ads is in there, and I could probably scroll for a while. The advertising is designed so it's not overwhelming. You can see we've only limited the side here to 2 ads, and then the ads appear as promoted inside of the read feed, and we don't want to overwhelm people with the ads. So you're only going to see 1 ad for every 100 posts in the read feed. Well, here's another one of my ads. This is the sales ad I was talking about. And of course, you know what happens when somebody clicks on it? They click on learn more and they come over so they can read the ad. And let's see if it works. Well, I've only got 10 shares there so far, so hopefully a lot more people click on my ad in the next while. Well, that's a little bit of an overview of the new ads manager and the new ad platform over at GoRead.com. If you need any more help or assistance with it, then there's a support ticket in there, a support system where you can just click on that and get some more support. But the most important thing to do is to try it. It's really simple the way that it works. You can see, you load your author page, and you click on the buzz zone, and then when you get into the buzz zone, you just click on Buzz Advertising Manager, and it's foolproof. And that's it. So enjoy your time. I can't wait to see your ads in there, and watch for more tutorial videos in the future.